Hello friends, welcome to all. Myself Vishal Jogidas. Today we will discuss about universal motor and this topic is covered in the subject of electrical machines too. Before starting this, we will revise previous lectures. In previous lecture, we have seen single phase repulsion motor and we have seen construction and working of repulsion motor, and also we have studied single phase induction motor and shaded pole induction motor. So we know that single phase motor is not self starting, so we are using different techniques for starting of single phase induction motor, and in that we have seen that resistance start induction motor, then capacitor start induction motor, capacitor start and capacitor run induction motor. So these are the types of methods of starting of single phase induction motor. And another type we have seen is shaded pole induction motor. So we have seen different operation and types of these motors also. Now we are going to discuss about universal motor. So let us start universal motor. Now the motors which can be operated satisfactorily on AC as well as DC supply is universal motor. See why it is called universal motor? Because this motor can be operated satisfactorily on AC as well as DC supply. So that it is known as universal motor. Types of universal motors. There are two types of universal motors are there. First is uncompensated type in universal motor and second one is compensated type universal motor. So we will discuss these two types in subsequent lecture. Windings. There are three windings used, namely armature winding, main field and compensating winding. So there are three types of winding are there, out of which compensating winding is used only for the compensated universal motor. It means it is absent in uncompensated universal motor. All the windings are connected in series with each other, since this is basically a series motor. See, universal motor is basically a series motor. We know the characteristics of series motor. Main characteristics of series motor is its starting torque is very high and its speed is also very high. It means at no load its speed is very high. So these two characteristics are of series motor. A universal motor is a special type of motor which is designed to run on either DC or single phase AC supply that we have already seen. These motors are generally series wound. It means armature and field winding are in series, so it is called series wound and hence produce high starting torque. So if we see the characteristics of DC series motor, then we can see that there is a high starting torque. That is why universal motors generally comes built into device they are meant to drive. It means it is used in the device they are meant to drive. Most of the universal motors are designed to operate at higher speeds exceeding 3500 rpm. So this is the typical speed of a universal motor, and this speed is higher speed. They run at lower speed on AC supply than they run on DC supply if same voltage, due to reactance voltage drop which is present in AC and not in DC. So we have already studied that universal motor can run on DC as well as AC supply. But if the DC and AC both same supply is, if same motor is run on same AC and DC supply, then in AC supply the speed will be less as compared to DC supply, because of reactance voltage drop is present in AC and it is not present in DC. There are two basic types of universal motor, compensated type and uncompensated type, that we have seen. Now we are going to discuss construction of universal motor. So here we can see this is the armature, this is the brushes, these two are the brushes, this one and this one are brushes, and this is commutator. So these are the parts. Construction of universal motor is very similar to the construction of DC machine. It consists of a stator on which field poles are mounted. It means this is the stator, and in this field poles are mounted. Field coils are wound on the field poles. It means field coils are wound on these field poles. However, the whole magnetic path, stator field circuit and armature is laminated. See, all the magnetic path is laminated. So what is the need of this lamination? Why it is laminated? So lamination is necessary to minimize the eddy current which induce while operating on AC. Okay, so this is the important question. Lamination is done for the minimize of eddy current loss, and especially whenever the motor is run on AC supply. Here is we can see shaft. This one is bearing. So these are the components of universal motor. The rotary armature is of a wound type having straight or skewed slots and commutator with brushes resting on it. The commutation on AC is poorer than that for DC. See, we know that armature is a rotating part, okay, so it is called as rotary armature, and it is a wound type and having a straight or skewed slots on and commutator. We have seen in a figure with brushes resting on it. It means brushes are resting on commutator. The commutation on AC is poorer than DC. Okay. What is the reason? Because of the current induced in the armature coils. For that reason, brushes used are having high resistance. So we have to use high resistance brushes in that case, because commutation is poor in a AC. Here we can see diagram. Okay, here is an and S pole, and winding is there. Series winding is connected with rotor, or AC or DC supply is given here. So we will see working of universal motor. A universal motor works on either DC or AC single phase supply, that we know. When the universal motor is fed with a DC supply, it works as a DC series motor. See, whenever universal motor is fed with a DC supply, at that time it is work as a DC series motor. And we have studied this motor in a electrical machine 1 subject. So working of DC series motor can be seen from here, from there. So it is advisable to see the working of DC series motor here. When current flows in the field winding it produces a electromagnetic field. Whenever current flows in a field winding, it produces an electromagnetic field. The same current also flows from the armature conductors. It means in field winding and armature conductors, same current is flows. When a current carrying conductor is placed in an electromagnetic field, it experiences a mechanical force. So we know that law of electromagnetic. Whenever current carrying conductor is placed in an electromagnetic field, at that time it experiences a mechanical force. And due to this mechanical force or torque, the rotor starts to rotate. Okay, due to this force, the rotor will start to rotate, and the direction of this force is given by Fleming's left hand rule. So, in which direction it will rotate is given by Fleming's left hand rule. So, this is the operation or working. Now, if this motor is fed with a AC supply, then what will happen? It will produce unidirectional torque. Because armature winding and field winding are connected in series, they are in same phase. We have seen in a construction that armature winding and field winding are connected in series, and because of this it will be in a same phase. Hence, as polarity of AC changes periodically, the direction of current in armature and field winding reverses at the same time. We know the nature of the AC wave. In AC supply we know that there is one positive half cycle and one negative half cycle. So polarity of AC voltage changes periodically. It means positive half cycle, negative half cycle, again positive, negative, positive, negative. So it is periodically changed. The direction of current in armature and field winding reverses at the same time. So direction of current and all these things are also changed whenever the supply changes. Thus, the direction of magnetic field and direction of armature current reverses in such a way that the direction of force experienced by armature conductors remains same. So, this is the working. Thus, regardless of AC or DC supply, universal motor works on the same principle that DC series motor works. So, if it is supplied with AC supply, single phase AC or DC, universal motor working is same as DC series motor. It means high starting torque and very high speed. These are the two properties of series motor. This is the speed load characteristics or speed torque characteristics. So here we can see the graph of full load speed and full load torque. So speed torque characteristics. So we can see that in alternating current, the red graph stands for alternating current, and this blue one is for DC current or direct current. So speed load characteristics of a universal motor is similar to that of DC series motor because its properties, all the properties are similar to DC series motor. The speed of a universal motor is low at full load and very high at no load. So here we can see, here is load is, torque is low, so speed is very high, and at full load the speed is low. So it is the characteristics of this motor. Usually gear trains are used to get the required speed on required load. So usually gear trains are used in case of to control the speed. The speed load characteristics are both for AC as well as DC supply are shown in this figure that we have already seen in a graph. So this is a typical speed torque characteristics. Here we can see that this blue line is above this red line. It means the speed of the motor is high in a DC supply as compared to same motor is supplied with a single phase AC supply. Now we have discussed that there are two types of universal motors are there. So one is uncompensated universal motor. The operating principle is same as that of the DC series motor that we have already discussed. Field winding produces flux. It is stationary winding. Armature is a rotary winding. So we know that field winding is stationary and armature winding is rotating in nature. This motor produces high starting torque but their speed decreases with increasing load. Okay, and their speed regulation is not very good. Speed regulation is not very good in case of uncompensated universal motor. This motors having a low capacity. Normally it is designed for two pole structure. So these motors having capacity is very low and it is generally designed for two pole structure because its speed is high, and we know that if the number of pole is increases, then speed will be decreases. So it is generally two pole design. Now second type is compensated universal motor. In this motor, main winding and compensating winding are distributed over entire stator. So in case of compensated motor, there are three windings are there: stator winding, rotor winding and compensating winding. So compensating winding is distributed over entire stator. And figure shows the schematic diagram of compensated universal motor. So this is the schematic diagram of compensated universal motor. Here we can see main field winding, and in series with this there is a compensating winding, and it is also in series with armature winding, and single phase supply is given from here. So all these three windings are connected in series in case of compensated universal motor. This type of motor is better for higher speeds. For higher speeds, this compensated type motor is convenient and preferable choice. These motors are more expensive due to complicated construction, hence they are preferred for higher capacity loads. See, we can also say that it is a disadvantage of this type of motor. These motors are more expensive due to complicated construction. We know that whenever the complexity increases, then expense also increases. Hence, this type of motor is preferred for higher capacity loads. Now, applications. So there are so many applications are there. For example, washing machine, then mixers and grinders that used in home appliances, then food processors, small drilling machines, then vacuum cleaner, sewing machine, hair dryers and electric shavers. So these are the typical applications of universal motor. Now, some specifications and ratings of a universal motor. So, this is the typical rating of one compensated universal motor. So, in a type there is compensated type, rated voltage is 230 volt, number of phases is single phase, power is 0.5 kilowatt, and speed is 5000 rpm. So we can see its speed is very high, it is 5000 rpm. So this is the typical configuration of typical motor. And this type of motor is available up to 20,000 rpm in some cases. So this is very high speed. This is the photograph of commercially available induction motor, universal motor, and that is used in food mixers and blenders, etc. This is the large type of universal motor. Its rating is high and it is used in some industries. Thank you. See, before closing this lecture, we are just revising this universal motor. So we know that it is its main characteristics is just like same as universal motor and same as a series motor. It means its starting torque is very high and its speed is also very high, and generally two pole construction is there. And if we have to reverse the rotation, then what will have how can we reversal of make the reversal of rotation? The concentrated pole or salient pole type universal motor may be reversed by reversing the flow of current through either the armature or field windings. If we reverse the armature winding or field winding, then we can reverse the speed of the motor. The usual method is to interchange the leads on the brush holders. So it is the very usual method if we are changing the leads of the brushes. And the distributed field compensated type universal motor may be reversed by interchanging either the armature or field leads and shifting the brushes against the direction in which the motor will rotate. The extent of brush shift usually amounts to several commutator bars. So this is the case. How can we reverse the direction of this motor? It means if it is in clockwise and our requirement is in anti-clockwise, then we can do by interchanging the brush leads. And speed control methods used in case of universal motor is generally tapping field method is used. So we have seen in a food mixers there are tapping field method, and another method used is resistance method and centrifugal mechanism. So we know the working of centrifugal switch also. So same centrifugal switch that we have used in a single phase induction motor can be used in a universal motor also. Thank you.